Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Shooting the Shit with Killer Shine and motherfucking JP. What's good,
What's
fam?
good? What's good? What's good?
How are you, man?
Man, just hanging in there, dealing with this whole COVID and trying to adjust to everything, how everything is going. What about you?
I'm chilling, bro. Just, living the life, living the dream. Getting ready for the holidays,
I
getting
know.
ready to start the new year.
Hmm.
Got a new hat from a boy. Shout outs to my man Frank the Tank. Hooked me up with this
That's right.
this this nice little hat. But yeah, man, everything's good. Just Christmas shopping, getting everything ready for the holidays, family. We
Mhm.
took a little trip this weekend. We went to the
Yeah,
snow. Yo, when was
that
the
was
last time you
dope.
went
That
to
was
the
dope.
snow?
Honestly, like 3 years ago. Yeah, like 3 years ago. Even honestly, dude, we don't really appreciate living in California, even with all the politics pushed out to the side. California is actually a dope place to be.
Yeah, for sure. Um, I agree. Everything was dope and everything was fun when we went out there. We got to, the kids got to enjoy the snow. We got to just kind of get out there and hang out. It was dope. Um, we actually got to sit down and eat somewhere in
Exactly. I
freaking
was waiting for
restaurant
that.
dining. What, dude? That
You'd be
was
surprised how much difference it
oh
made.
my god. The food was
Oh,
fucking bomb, dude. So
it
it was
was
called
amazing.
TJ's Grill, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
TJ's Grill. It's in Colfax,
Hmm.
up towards Reno. Um, so good. If you guys are up that area, go check it out. It's right. It's in Colfax. It's called TJ's Roadhouse. TJ's Roadhouse
Hmm.
is what it was called. But yeah,
Yeah,
shout outs to them. Food was fucking so good, dude. Like
it was
not
amazing.
not really locked down up there either. I mean, everything was kind of open and
No.
everything was super chill and how did they say
Hmm.
copacetic?
And it's dope. It's crazy just because when we're going out there and to sit down and dine in, it makes a whole different experience
Oh yeah,
all over
yeah, for
again.
sure. Like it felt
Felt kind of
normal
alien.
just for that fucking short period of time, dude.
Exactly. Like you think like as alien, hey, we're sitting down. You know what I mean? It was like a culture shock. It was
it
I don't know what to expect.
it was interesting, dude. It was definitely
Mhm.
interesting just to kind of like be inside and having a waitress come up and take your order and not pass it to you in a bag or
Yeah.
fucking someone dropping it off at your doorstep and running like there's a
Mhm.
bomb at the door.
And people don't realize. I mean, I think everybody does
Yeah.
know
Mhm.
food tastes way different from on a plate than the styrofoam to go. Styrofoam to go plates.
Oh,
The
dude.
food, the experience, I think it tastes so different.
Oh, for sure. Like it's weird and it's crazy just how different everything is. But at the same time, I
Mhm.
mean, they got that vaccine coming out. Hopefully that kind of, opens up things and we
Mhm.
able to kind of get back to normal.
Mhm.
Um, you know, it's yeah. I mean, we talked about it last episode. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check out the conspiracy
Mhm.
episode about talking about a lot of the craziness that's been going on out there and stuff. So, also we're gonna jump into some news that I got for you guys regarding the PS5. I just did a short video on my other channel. I'll probably play a clip on this or something, but uh, Sony has been really cracking down on these stolen PS5s. So apparently,
Mhm.
there's been reports of people who are getting stolen PS5s and they are bricking them. And what that means is they don't work, they don't turn on, they don't go past the load screen. So
Mhm.
you guys, be very careful about buying stuff on, OfferUp and Craigslist.
Mhm.
Ask for receipts, proof of purchase, whatever. Get those because if something does happen to your PlayStation, you'll be able to have a receipt to either get it fixed, returned, swapped out, whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was kind of a big thing that's been kind of going down with PlayStation is the bricking thing,
Mhm.
and a lot of these corporations now are cracking down on the scalpers. So Walmart
Mhm.
the other day canceled over 20 million orders for
Oh
the
my goodness.
PS5 from bots alone. So these bots that people are using, these companies are catching on and they're fighting back, man. They're like, hey, you guys can't be scooping up all of our shit because people are getting pissed about it and they do not want
Hmm.
to deal with you guys buying up all the product and not saving any for anybody else. I mean, so what are your take on that, JP? What do you think about the whole scalping and Sony fighting back, and also these Walmart and Target and all of them are kind of striking back on these scalpers?
What I love about it is that they're cracking down on the stolen ones. Like it's doing like an iPhone kind of thing, like an Apple thing. That's what like Apple I really love about them. Because even with the PS5, you buy a stolen PS5, not only like you took it from somebody, but now it's you cannot use it. So you're kind of like a dead. So you have to go back to the person who sold it to you, be like, hey, what's going on? But with the Walmart part, with the bots, I just hope it becomes efficient. Just because a lot of people who actually are buying it, it's kind of hard. Well, from my experience or my opinion, how would you tell the difference between a bot and a person who bought them? Like, is there a way they can kind of separate who is who?
Yeah, I agree, man. It's like you just don't want to like keep letting stuff like that run, because eventually people are going to look at that and be like, dude, you guys not going to sit and do nothing about this. You're just going to let it
Yeah.
slide, and it's just going to get worse, and then that makes your whole product list look kind of look bad, and your company kind of look bad. And it's good that
So
they're
what's the difference?
what.
How would they know Walmart if you're a bot or are you a person who actually bought it?
I mean, I'm sure they have like a filter system now that they're implementing.
Hmm.
Like they have the money and the resources to see what's wrong, like with the orders and pre-orders and all that stuff, because
Oh.
they're probably filtering out these orders and they're realizing, okay, this is a program, or this is all these orders are coming from one source. They could
Hmm.
probably ping where that's coming from, as far as like your computer, your whatever, your
Oh,
IP
yeah.
address and all that stuff. So
Hmm.
I mean, I'm sure that's what they're kind of cracking down on all that stuff and getting down to the the nitty gritty of stopping
Hmm.
these people from purchasing like this shit ton of these PlayStations, just and holding them
Uh-huh.
hostage. So these poor consumers can't get them. And I feel bad for a lot of the people out there. Excuse me, that are struggling to not only to get through the holidays, but now they
Hmm.
can't even really if they really want that console, or their kids really want that console, they're not able to
Hmm.
give that to them because people are doing this, and it's like it's no well, it wasn't in any shape or form slowing down at all, because
Hmm.
they've been bought out, they've been sold out for months since
Hmm.
they, well, it hasn't been months but weeks, because they dropped in
Yeah.
November. But nonetheless, though, like it's good that these companies are kind of striking back, and that they're actually doing something about it, and people are starting to kind of get more hope about getting one of these things, and on top of that, Walmart and Target and all of them, they're starting to replenish and getting more of these consoles in on stock and be able to sell them and stuff. So it is
Hmm.
working out, and it's a good look, and hopefully these things just go to the point where we're able to see people get one with no problem, or not pay
Hmm.
thousands of dollars to get one of these systems.
Yeah. And because, like I said, it's still a hot item, especially Christmas coming up like in 4 days. I mean, it's tough because a lot of these kids are expecting the PS5 or wanting the PS5 just, to have not even before Christmas. But, I'm glad that Walmart and Sony actually are stepping up just because it's getting out of control.
Yeah, and especially like if you have kids that have high hopes on getting something like that for Christmas, and that's all
Hmm.
you want to you want to do for them is something like that. I have
Yeah.
family members and friends that are like, how do I get one of these things? What do I got to do? Like, I'm willing to do anything to get one of these things, man. And it sucks because you don't really have the answers,
Yeah.
because there's nothing out there unless you want to spend a crap ton of money. I mean, and
Yeah.
people just don't have $1,000, $1,200, even $1,500, which is fucking insane for a console, bro.
For
And
real.
it's like, dude, like that's messed up. And the part about it is like these people don't have no ties to PlayStation. They're
Mhm.
not fans of the console. They don't care. It's just a money grab for them, and it's fucked up
Exactly.
because these kids and people who really enjoy the system and were waiting all years for this thing, they're
Mhm.
not even able a chance to get a hold of one because of these people, and it's messed up.
So even with all going that, you think a lot of people are kind of undervalue a lot of retro consoles, like a PS2 or Nintendo 64 or like Sega. What was
What do
your
you
favorite
mean
console?
undervalue them? Like, do you think people are not really interested in as playing them anymore? Or I mean, there's people who are nostalgic and only like retro
Hmm.
games and stuff, which
Yeah.
there's a community for that. But if you're a
Hmm.
hardcore gamer, obviously you want to keep with. I mean, if
Hmm.
you're there's the console gamers and then there's the PC gamers. But PCs,
Oh
same
yeah.
thing with PC. They're holding graphics cards hostages. There's a new
Yeah.
graphics card that's out. It's an Nvidia 3080, and
Hmm.
those things are the same thing. People are buying them. They're like $700, I think, retail.
Hmm.
Whatever, and people are selling them for $1,200, $2,000 just for the graphics card.
Yeah. I tried to
And
get one
you
for my
know,
brother.
yeah, and it's like
They sold
it's
out within minutes,
yeah, and the same
maybe
thing with
less.
them. Bots are buying those too, and it's like
Hmm.
it's just the fact that people are holding those things hostage just so they can make a financial gain, which is shitty. But I mean, at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like you know there's only so much we could do, especially with technology growing so rapidly, and people
Yes.
are stuck at home and they're forced to learn how to use a computer
Mhm.
now. You're gonna get people who are
Exactly.
gonna get more in tune with how to use a computer and do stuff like this. So, it's inevitable, but at the same time, have some common courtesy. I mean,
I know.
money is, especially right now, like you can get that money, but what are you going to use it for? Everything's kind of locked down.
Exactly.
You can't really,
Hmm.
I mean, but teach his own. I'm not going to knock somebody's hustle, but at the same time, it's
Yeah.
like, bro, you guys are doing it for all the wrong reasons. And, that's another thing.
Just the mindset of a person right now with like 200 PS5s in the living room right now. It's like, dude, come on. You really need all that? You know you're not going to sell that, all of those. Because even with the, like, people who are scalping, they knew something was bound to happen.
Yeah.
And do you think, like, Sony was going to catch up or Walmart's going to catch up? Even though, like, a lot of these scalpers probably don't even know.
Yeah.
Don't even know, these bots bought them. But then again, some of these are probably stolen.
Yeah.
It's too many risk factors now, which is really good.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with that as well.
Hmm.
Um, so like, with all that stuff, corresponding and everything, like that kind of brings me up to the next subject is Christmas.
Hmm.
Does it really feel like Christmas is 2020? Does it really feel like the holidays are here and cheer
No.
is around the world and you guys are getting this fucking warm, fuzzy bullshit feeling? No. I mean, the
No.
little glimpse of holiday spirit that I think that we experienced was this weekend when we went to the snow. And the
I
way we
know.
did that was we pulled over on the side of the road in the middle of
It was
fucking
still a growth
nowhere.
experience. It was
Yeah, I
dope.
mean, the experience was dope, but I'm just saying, like, that's sad that we couldn't even go to like a decent place to enjoy ourselves because everything is to
Yeah.
it's just a really shitty, sucky, year, and the holidays was like the X factor, I think, where everybody was kind of looking
Hmm.
forward to it. Everybody was excited, and then like it just
Hmm.
doesn't feel the same now. Like we're stuck inside.
Hmm.
Some places are forbidding or making it a law where you can't gather,
Hmm.
which is pretty shitty. I mean, and then there's, I was reading the other day that this
Uh-huh.
girl, she got tested
Hmm.
negative twice, and she had a quarantine for I think of 10 days, but she was negative, and
Hmm.
she decided that she wanted to go to her boyfriend's jet skiing event. She got caught, dude, and she got arrested, and now she's going to fucking jail for just being
Man,
outside. Like that's
exactly.
insane, dude. Like you're want to have, you're stuck. You've been stuck in your house all fucking year. You have this one
Exactly.
event that you possibly want to go to, or support your loved one to go to, and
Yeah,
then you end up going and you fucking go to jail.
I
Like,
know.
dude, that's insane to me.
And you think that's going to create eventually like a martial law? Because you see a lot, especially in California where we're at, it's been so many sporadic, protests going on lately.
Uh, I mean, I don't think a martial law would be in order. I just think that, like, I think next year definitely is going to be better. I think things will open up. I think
Mhm.
things will kind of get back somewhat normal. I know, especially because of the whole vaccine thing. So,
Yeah.
um,
You think that's
d-
why Christmas not feeling the same? Because
and
everyone's looking too
just
much
Christmas
forward?
this year just doesn't feel the same, man. I mean, everybody's scared to be around each other. Shopping is
Mhm.
like, not like as crazy as it normally. Like when you go to the store, you kind of just the rush of being in the mix of all the chaos of shopping was
Yeah.
fun. Now you go
Mhm.
there and it just looks sad. Everybody's like looking at each other. Everybody has mask on. Nobody's like, no one's really like
Mhm.
it doesn't look happy. This looks
It
labored and
don't.
sad. Like it looks like one of those really sad movies where you just see people that are like segregated and they're like, you can't talk to each other. Shut the fuck. And
So when I went to Arden Mall, like
yeah,
everybody at the mall, and like it was not only when you go to a store, you
uh-huh,
had to wait in line.
yeah,
So imagine you want to get something. Usually you go in and out,
yeah.
but now you have to wait in line to go inside like one of the little stores inside the mall. You sit there for like 10 minutes. You're like, do I really want to wait? It changed your whole shopping experience.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Like standing in lines is like, it's crazy. Like to see that, like, you go to somewhere and you want to just go, pick up something or go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have to wait in line to get another line to pay, and it's like, double lines, and it's, and there's some places that just don't give a shit either. They're
Yeah,
just like, hey, we're open, like. But
yeah,
I get the whole COVID scare and everything. It's just,
mm,
seeing how much it affects everything, even the holidays though. Like,
I
people are not
know.
really in the Christmas spirit. Like it's kind of shitty, and like you want to go take your kids to go see Santa,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not allowing that in most places. Some places might, but a lot of places are not. And
I actually took picture with Santa. It was a social distancing taking picture with Santa. So what it was is
tell us
that
how that was.
so me and my daughter we went to go take pictures with Santa Claus, and what the experience was that Santa Claus sits behind you. So you
Behind you,
sit yes, and we had to sit in front of Santa Claus,
did you
like
guys have to wear
five,
a
six
mask?
feet. We did it, but he did it back. So
Oh
if you
my
ever see these
god.
Santa Claus pictures in 2020, Santa Claus had a mask.
He was wearing a mask? Dude, that's
Yeah, so we're six
sad.
feet.
Like, who the
It
fuck
is.
wants to remember Santa Claus wearing a fucking mask? And you
I
were like,
know.
and he's looking at you like you're some kind of diseased kid. And he's like,
Exactly. Because I was kind of skeptical. I'm like, do I really want to take pictures with
oh,
Santa with my
Lord.
daughter? I get the whole COVID thing. But they're like, oh, no, you're going to sit in front of him, which is 6 feet. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's a little bit different. And now he has the mask on. So if you see the picture, it looks like he's not that far behind you, but he's really more than 6 feet behind. Then he's wearing a mask. So it's kind of like you can tell the 2020
That's
picture. Well,
insane, dude. I would like, I feel so bad for the kids that have to experience that.
yeah.
And they're not even able to, like, you know they it's so fucked up that they have to like experience that. Not only that, like, that's normalcy right now. Like, to
Yeah.
them that's okay. That's normal to see Santa hiding behind a mask. You can't see his smile. You're not even able to tell him what you want, really. You have to like yell, hey fool, I want a
Yeah,
PS5.
exactly.
Like, that's
Exactly.
crazy to me. I mean,
Hmm.
and we were younger, like all that shit, like, those memories of. So not only did the
Hmm.
2020 take away people's graduation, took away
Oh my
prom,
goodness.
it took away, weddings, it took away, like, just celebrations, whatever. Now it's
Mhm.
taking away traditions like Christmas
Mhm.
stuff, seeing Santa.
Exactly.
What the fuck, man?
Exactly. And that's what people really don't understand. Like the whole social distancing people who are actually doing it, just all I see from their point of view how upset they are because they're really social distancing. They want to see everybody healthy, like everybody does.
Yeah,
They want to see everybody healthy, but they're quarantined to the fullest.
true, true.
Some people are doing Grubhub, they're doing Amazon grocery shopping.
Yeah,
You know, they're really FaceTiming people, and I realize it's not the same.
yeah,
Like they're
exactly.
really going through, depression, anxiety,
Yep.
gaining a little bit of weight, and it's just a really messed up year. And I feel bad for everybody who's
Yeah.
it's affecting.
What do you think New Year 2021 is going to be like? Do you think we're still going to be in the same situation, or do you think things are going to kind of lighten up, or do you think, like, things are going to get worse?
I think it's gonna lighten up little by little. Well, it's not a conspiracy. They always say every pandemic lasts only 16 to 18 months.
Yeah.
So between from January or December to this June, everything should be kind of like,
Back to
looking
normal.
back to normal. Because you think about it, they got the already COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
But now they're saying that UK has a new strain of COVID now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I feel like so many different parts of the world are coming up with new strains, but
Mhm.
New Zealand's corona free. They're completely back to normal. they did the whole 1 month of quarantine, no
Mm.
bullshit, no nothing,
Yeah.
and they now their whole country is COVID free. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
possible to do it. Like it's just
Hmm.
they just keep implementing these things, but they're not really like they're half-assing them. It's like
Yeah.
oh, only these people can work. Well, you know what? Let these people work. Let these people. I get people need to work
Exactly.
and stuff, but the government should be able to assist us for a month, and then
Hmm.
open up everything. Everything should be back to normal. I
That's
would.
how it should have
New
been.
Zealand was the perfect proof of doing that. So I
Exactly.
don't know. I just think personally it's kind of crazy that it got to this point. But I hope New Year's. I
Yes.
mean, I'm looking forward to New Year. I mean, hopefully
Hmm.
2021 is going to be back to normal. They're gonna do the whole New Year, New Me bullshit.
Hmm.
Are you coming to hang out and get faded that New Year's or what? I mean,
Oh
what are we
yeah.
doing, man? I think we
Oh, we're
should
gonna get. We're.
we should probably have some footage and some challenges and stuff while and shoot like a little mini episode for shooting the shit for the
Yeah.
people.
We should do that. That'd be
That
dope.
would be
That'd be
like a
dope.
like a little 2021 podcast deal where we just kind of talking, shooting the shit, and taking
Hmm.
taking our shots and see what happens.
And any New Year resolutions?
Um, I mean, same as always, bro. Just to better myself, and
Yeah.
drop some weight. Obviously, this Corona weight
Yeah.
is no fucking joke.
I know.
Um, just enjoy more time with my family.
Hmm.
Travel more. If we were able to travel, I definitely want to travel.
Hmm.
That actually kind of brings me into the next topic after we're done
Uh-huh.
with this. But I want to just experience more, man. Not just with by myself, but with my family, my kids,
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
guys, and everybody. So that's
Hmm.
basically what I'm looking forward to. How about you?
Honestly, just of course, losing the weight thing.
Yeah,
Um, I could say to be a better version of myself. I mean, just just get rid of COVID, pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah.
Be a better version of myself and lose some weight.
I feel it.
Yeah, stuff like that.
It's
Hmm.
basic stuff.
And get a PS5. I
That's a
gotta get
good
it.
goal to have. That's a good goal to have.
I gotta get
But
that.
yeah, the whole traveling thing, dude. So as you know, we b-boyed and stuff over some years, and we still kind of are dabbling in, with the culture. We're still, a part of it. But breakdancing got announced that it's gonna be in the 2024 Olympics, bro. What the fuck? Like
That's big.
coming up as young kids,
I know.
never would I have ever thought that. I mean, I've always had a dream that the breakdancing would be in the Olympics, and it would reach the heights of something like that. But seeing it grow from just a
Hmm.
small gathering of friends doing some acrobatic bullshit and
Hmm.
doing it at parties, and then it evolved into you know kind of turf warring and and
Hmm.
clubs and then eventually it turned into competition, then it turned into
Hmm.
bigger competition, then it turned into mainstream media, and now
Hmm.
it's all the way to the fucking Olympics, dude. Like we are going to be able to see younger generations
Hmm.
get then the level of impossible is so thin now, because you see some stuff on there that'll blow your mind, you
Yeah.
guys. If you guys ever get a chance, check out breakdancing clips on YouTube, whatever, 2020, or you're gonna see some amazing shit, because breakdancing has elevated to a whole new height over the years, and it's dope to see.
So what events do you think they should look at, like the Red Bull,
No, no, no,
or
no.
they
It's
look like
it's
at
not
New
even gonna
Year's?
be an event. It's just gonna
No, for
be
the
a
people the new who are watching, like what clips you recommend as a
Oh
B
yeah, yeah.
boy?
Red Bull BC, freestyle session.
Mm-hmm.
Just I mean, a lot of those events are really the Silverback Open. I mean, you'll be
Mm-hmm.
able to see a lot of really cool events, and if you just type in breakdancing or b-boying, you're gonna see some dope shit regardless. But the events, if you guys want to see full competitions, Red Bull BC one is probably the biggest one of in the world.
Yeah.
Freestyle session is another big one. Silverback Open is a relatively new one, but it's really big too. There's a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of them. B-Boy Summit. I mean, there's a lot of different competitions that are out there, but those are the
Mm-hmm.
main. I would say the main ones that you would see mostly.
And like I said, even when now B boy being to Olympics, we're gonna see so many B boys who are gonna be training twice as hard,
Oh yeah,
pushing it, straight because this is like the World Series for breakdancing.
exactly.
it's gonna push us to a whole new different goal.
Yeah, for sure. And it's crazy to see that though. Like,
Mm-hmm.
imagine winning the Olympics breakdancing, bro.
Exactly.
You get a fucking gold medal in breakdancing from the Olympics
Exactly.
officially. Like, that is dope, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And some like the gymnasts, they
Mm-hmm.
have been using breakdancing moves in their routines and stuff. So
Yeah.
you get to see, you've kind of gotten a taste of it, but they're mostly dedicated to doing gymnastics, flips, etc. But if
Mm-hmm.
you see a breakdancer, you're gonna know the difference because there's this
Oh yeah.
musicality, there's the acrobatics, there's rhythm, there's rhyme, there's
Mm-hmm.
listening to the music, feeling the music.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so many categories to breakdancing that's gonna be an amazing addition to the Olympics, I think, because not only do you guys get to take a look at our culture and the
Yeah.
whole aspect of breakdancing in general, you get
Yeah.
to learn about it, but at the same time you get to see the youth going into something positive. Like, this is a new
Mm-hmm.
dream, this is a new goal, this is a new ambition that they're going to have in their life. Like, oh
Oh
man,
yes.
when we were little, oh, when I grow up I'm going to be a
Mm-hmm.
fireman, or I'm going to be a NBA player, play for the football team. Now
Yeah.
it's like, dude, now you can say, hey, I'm going to be an Olympic gold medalist in breakdancing. Like, how dope is
Mm-hmm.
that?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The ambition be totally different. Kids gonna take it way more serious. Yeah, everybody, the goal was, go to Red Bull BC. Before that, it was, Battle of the Year. But, the Olympics, it takes to a whole nother level.
Yeah,
To
for
win a
sure.
gold medal for your country,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
No, that's gonna be amazing, dude. And you get to represent your country, you get to represent your crew, you get to represent the culture. Like, all those things will open up amazing doors for people. I think also too. If you're an Olympic gold medalist for something like that, you're gonna be able to be in commercials. You're gonna be able to be
Mhm.
in movies. They're gonna be able to market yourself better,
Oh
and you
yeah.
can actually make a living from dancing, dude. Like, I mean, a lot of
Mhm.
people do that now, but I think with
Mhm.
something like that, you'll be able to generate more of a resume with that.
Yeah.
And it's
So
just
what
gonna open
country
up
do
a
you
lot of
think
doors.
who has the upper leverage right now? Like what country?
What country?
Yeah.
Ooh, I mean, well, it depends on how their like how the brackets are going to be. But if it's like a
Yeah.
one-on-one, or if it's a two-on-two, or a crew-on-crew, but I would
Mhm.
say if it's one-on-one, I
Mhm.
don't know, man. There's so many amazing like dancers out there, and
Mhm.
I mean, I would give the slight edge to Korea if I'm being
I
perfectly
was gonna
honest,
say.
or
Mhm.
Japan. I mean, a lot of Japan b
Yeah.
boys are starting to blow up right now, but
Yeah.
it'd either be between Japan, Korea, or America. I mean, those are
Yeah.
those are my picks. I mean, what about you? What
Yeah.
do you think?
When you hear a b-boy and you're in that environment, all you hear is Korea and
Yeah,
Japan. That's all you
yeah,
hear.
yeah.
I mean, these kids are. I mean,
Like, they
eat,
really do.
drink, train
Yeah,
every
exactly.
day.
Like, their government backs up them on breakdancing. Like, they'll pay them to be
Mhm.
breakdancers, which is insane. But
Mhm.
it's dope because it works, and you see that grow from them.
Mhm.
And the states is starting to catch on and doing that as well, and
Yeah.
it's getting progressively better. A lot of these younger kids are sick, like insane, dude.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would definitely say it's gonna open up a lot of doors for all that stuff, and I mean, hopefully, 2024. I'm gonna buy a plane ticket, man, and I'm gonna go. Let's roll.
We should do
Let's
it.
roll.
We should do it.
It's
I'll
in
be down.
Paris, so let's go.
Paris. We
Yeah,
got excuse to go to Paris.
let's go.
You said it. You heard it
Shooting the
now.
shit episode in Paris.
Y'all win this here now. What's today? December 21st, 2020. Year the first.
You hear it here. I mean, we'll
Just
be
hope
out
the
there,
bots don't steal them though. The
huh?
bots steal all the tickets. The
Oh yeah,
bots.
yeah.
Dude, imagine b-boying at the Olympics. It's gonna be so lit.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be fucking insane, bro. Like, just like I said, you get to be in the environment, and you get to see, like,
Oh
and
my
it's in a foreign
goodness.
country. Like, it's gonna be dope,
Hmm.
and you get to see how foreign countries react to b-boying. And, like,
Hmm.
we know how it is in the states. It was looked down
Hmm.
upon for a while, but now it's starting to get the attention that it deserves, as artists, as dancers. But, like, you go to another country, dude, they are so, like, they welcomed it with such open arms. Like, they're, like I said,
Hmm.
their governments backed them up on it. They're like athletes. They've seen in
Hmm.
Korea, there was battles that were on pay-per-view. Like, how crazy is that?
Hmm.
you know
And just to see like the Olympics, you have your basketball, which is the most popular Olympics. But when you hear the b-boy, the crowd, the environment, everybody getting into it, people backing up their country, oh my goodness, people are gonna be realize how lit and how dope it's gonna be.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's
'Cause-
gonna be dope to see and just how much it's grown
mhm,
and how much like it's like everybody who was in the scene and how much they have accomplished. Um,
mhm,
I mean, there's some crazy shit out there. I mean, with all that regarding all that stuff, but
mhm,
hopefully we'll see how it goes and where it
mhm.
goes with that. So hopefully it's a huge success. I mean, shout
Oh
out to
man,
all
it's
the
gonna
b
be.
boys and b girls out there. Keep doing your thing, grind. You guys got the Olympics now. I mean, fucking
You
full
know
blast that. Go straight into there
exactly.
and take heads, man. Take heads and names and just get yourself out there to you know the biggest event in the world probably.
Exactly, exactly. It's gonna be so. It's gonna be dope.
It's
It's gonna
gonna
be
be raw.
so.
It's gonna be really sick to see
I
everything and how
can't wait.
everything
I can't
turns
wait.
out. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think like seeing how as things are going into the new year and everything like
Mhm,
that. Do you think like a lot of the stuff that's been happening this year was a plot to maybe set up for something next year? This is like another little conspiracy, you guys. I'm sorry,
mhm.
I'm getting into it a little bit, but do you
Uh,
think next year everything's just gonna go back to normal? But this year was just plot to like not necessarily like kill people, but just to kind of weed out a lot of the stuff as far as businesses and population control. Do you think that's in the next year is just going to be like this amazing year of recovery and we fucking made it
mhm.
through the pandemic and now we're like open the fucking floodgates, everybody go back to normal.
Mhm. No, I think what it is because now, like, this is America 2.0.
Yeah,
So right now we pretty much, a lot of people passed away, and it's really unfortunate.
yeah,
But it's
rest in
like,
peace to
like I
them.
said, oh, absolutely, rest in peace. My condolences to those who are affected. But even Google, Medicare, Social Security, bankrupt. You'll see it was within 2027, 2032, I think it was, where Social Security completely bankrupt. Who those affect? It's a lot of elderly people.
Yeah,
Now, like I said, we want to travel. We're going to have to get the COVID vaccine,
yeah, that's
and we're
true.
not even sure if this is the two series or is it every seasonal. We're not even sure. So it's it just it's how those things go. The strong will survive, but now it's going to be the adaptable survive. Especially
Yeah,
with technology. Technology, when things start to get the lift open,
yeah,
it's gonna. Oh my goodness, these should have took 5 years. It's going to take 2.5 years
yeah.
to develop.
No, for sure. I agree, man. I mean, it's gonna be interesting just to see how everything turns out.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, I think that's it. Do you have anything else you want to add to this episode? Oh,
Um.
we did get
Uh.
our sorry, you guys. This episode was supposed to have our guest, but he's agreed to do the next episode. So just kind of letting you guys know we're pushing that to the next episode. Young
Mhm.
King Wavy, good, dope dude. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, anything else you want to add? My bad for cutting you off.
No, it's good. I just want to say, everybody go check them out. Dope artists out of Sacramento. Check them out. Really good music.
Yeah.
And everybody out there, stay healthy, stay safe, wash your hands.
Yep.
Like I said, everybody has their opinion about the mask, but try to do the best you
Don't
can.
don't be a bitch.
And also, the new stimulus is coming.
The new
Everybody's
stimulus.
getting their
Oh,
six
something to
hundred
talk
bucks.
about. The next episode. Stimulus checks are rolling out, baby. Show me the money. What?
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit. No, for sure. All right. Well, you guys, that is it for us. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, and share the video if you can, man. Leave some comments if you guys have any topics you guys want us to discuss. Thank you guys so much for the love, the likes, and the people that are subscribed and everybody showing some love. So thank you guys again, and we'll see you guys next episode. Peace.